Hello everyone, welcome to group 7. My group have 5 members is Nguyễn Thị Hải Yến, Phạm Cẩm Tú, Trần Thu Trang, Lê Thị Tuyết and Lê Thị Thu Tuyết. This is my final project. The content consists of part reason finding and reason solution research. First, reason. What should be done to improve English pronunciation better? English is one of the most popular language today, so it is important and influence should not be overestimated. English is not only useful in daily communication in study, but especially in work and future globalization opportunity. Most universities require international certificates such as IELTS, TOEIC, foreign language study. Currently, more and more English teachers teach pronunciation, especially because speaking English skills play an important role in conveying the speaker idea when speaking English. Therefore, standard pronunciation is also considered an practical skill that learners need when communicating in English. In addition, students mainly learn English pronunciation from British teachers at language centers, so they sometimes face many difficulties in the learning process. Students can imitate the teacher pronunciation, and if the teacher does not pronounce correctly, the whole class will pronunciation is wrong like me. Most Vietnam people often have a problem with pronunciation such as U and U. We put two questions for this problem as follows. Why do students often ask such mistake solution to improve? Next is Lê Thị Thu Tuyết, please.
We move to item is finding and reason. Finding and reason, there are next slide. There are 30 students from subject English language, construction, economic, and primary education. According to observation and research for students in all three majors, the percentage of students who pronounce words with short sound like "u" is often more accurate and better than words with long sound like "u." They are on second-year student and they are still studying at Ping University. We divided them into two groups. Group one is the majority of students who have studied English for less than 13 years, and group two is a group of students um, who have received English for 15 years and have studied other training programs such as IELTS, TOEIC, and so on. After analyzing 30 recording, we found just next slide. Finding one. 13% out of 30 people have a problem with the sound "u." Through the saver on the sound "u," we got a result with 13% out of 30 people having pronunciation problem, 10 fail, and 3% poor. This group of students with mispronunciation mostly fall into the group of faculty students. primary education, construction, economic, and this group of subjects have a average number of years of uh, English study under 13 years and have not been trained anything other English program. Maybe it is also an easy style for students to pronounce correctly, including English major and non-English major, for example, book, good, woman, and so on. We can see a chart about style. Ooh. Next slide, please. We move to the finding two is the style. Ooh. Uh, uh, Through the saver on style. Ooh. We got the research which sent 76% out of 30 people having problem with pronunciation. There are 53% fail and 23% poor. This group of students with mispronunciation fall into the group of students majoring in English language. Besides, there are majors such as primary education, uh, construction, economic, and most of their group have um, the average number of years of English study less than 13 years and more do not study any other English program. So they are probably the reason why the number of students mispronounce so much. Most people make this mistake in this child group on maybe they have a little time to practice speaking English or they are people who uh, um, rarely or never listen or speaking English. Besides, the English speaking level of this group of students isn't worse compared to the other group of students. The second group of students, they pronounce the word better, but the rate of correct pronunciation is completely absent. For example, truth, useful, and we can see the chat about South. Oh, thank you. And next part is 22. Sorry. Summarize, um, the able figured and graphs. So is the percentage of English major and duyệt slide cuối cùng. Duyệt slide. Đó. The above figures and graphs show is percentage of English major and non-English major who pronounce words that contain short sounds correctly and well, such as sound u. The percentage of students who pronounce this sound well accounted for more than 50% of the 30 students we surveyed. Probably this sound much easier to pronounce as long sound like ooh. In contrast to sound ooh, the percentage of students with poor pronunciation is more than 50% of total 30 students on discipline in Vinh University. Thank you. And next part is Thu Trang.
And now we move to the reason why we are not getting better in learning phonology and phonetic. First, I think it is about the way you learn. You learn but still wrong due to lack of practice. It's about the position of your teeth, your lip, tongue, breath, and vibration. And the second, maybe you lack a patience. You learning without practice. And the third, maybe the boring and outdated learning and teaching method. In Vietnam, most primary, secondary school and high school teacher focus on vocabulary and grammar with little emphasis on pronunciation. The burden in the ways of learning will become a real drag, and it can prevent you from improving your skill as desired. And another one maybe is the inappropriate approach. One study found that factors such as preferred learning style, learning need, goal, and belief affect the ability to successfully learn a foreign language independently. So if you are just staring to learn English, carefully consider the approach that is not right for you. And the level of the curriculum is not suitable for the learner. Learning a foreign language is like climbing a mountain that can be frustrating. You have to find the right level for yourself to be more passionate about learning. And maybe you lack of motivation. Unclear goal make you not motivated to practice. And you do not use the language often. That will make you be forget and maybe be wrong. And the last one, I think that's about the timist mentality. Yeah, and that's all. And after me is the Pham come to is present.
For teacher to improve the intent and insanity of the teacher will help students learn better and gradually absorb the lesson easier. Be approachable students can be shy or afraid to ask questions in front of their peers. Present a friendly, approachable demeanor so that students can feel comfortable reaching out for assistance when they need it. Encourage students to watch English film series or good music that can support learning. For students to practice more, we have to know the actual way to pronounce the sound. U is a short sound, so be sure to keep it shorter than the U. Set a sound to pronounce this sound. Remember to keep your lip tight circle, but your tongue is a bit more relaxed in your mouth. U is a long sound. To pronounce this sound, you make your lip into tuner shape, then pull your tongue up a bit, but push the sound forward in your mouth. You should feel a vibration on your lip. If you want to improve your pronunciation, practice more. Watch yourself if you see a mistake, correct it. If you want to know where you are wrong, you should find a companion to study English with so a support you can correct each other mistakes. A useful suggestion to get into the habit of listening to music and watching English movies is both entertaining and helps you improve your pronunciation and other skills. The next part is lễ thi tuyệt.
Parameter to pay attention for blood pressure is 13%. After analyzing the sound chat O, our team found that the number of students with this sound problem accounted for 13%, of which support accounted for 3% and the fair 10%. And this group of students with mispronunciation mostly fall into the group of faculty students, primary pedagogy, construction economics, and this group of subjects have the average number of years of English study under 9 years and have not been trained anything other English program. Parameter to pay attention to for blood pressure is 76%. After analyzing the sound chat O, the group found that the number of students making this pronunciation mistake accounted for 76%, of which accounted for 23% and fair 53%. This group of students with mispronunciation fall into the group of students majoring in English language. Besides, there are majors such as primary pedagogy, construction economics, and most of the group have the average number of years of English study less than 13 years, and most do not study any other English program. So these are probably the reason why the number of students mispronounce so much. Thank everyone. This is the end of group presentation.
Được chưa? Có quay lại không?